Hi everyone, my name is Green Marine. You probably know me from the Nexuiz in-depth video podcast. In the past few weeks I've been primarily working on a new tool that is kind of interesting for movie makers because it allows you to create jobs, and each job is basically to tell Nexuiz to record a demo automatically from second A to second B. So in case you are someone who is creating either a complete movie or just some clips for YouTube, you can use this tool to set up your recording process, and then it will record the demos unattended. For this, I've been working on a tool. There you go. Let me just scale it up a little bit. And it has a template and a jobs area. And I'm gonna start off by creating a new job. And here in this window I have to specify quite a few input fields and their content. For example, I have to tell the tool which engine to use, and I have to tell it the engine parameters, if you have any. In my case, I'll use the user dir. Then I have to tell the program where the engine will generate the videos by default, which is something that you have to know, and it also depends on whether you use such a user dir or whether you're using Windows or Linux and all that stuff. So I kind of force you to give this parameter as well. There I go. This is something you usually will not have to change. Then I have to specify the demo file, obviously. And then I have to specify the start second. In my case, this is 270. I'll show you in a bit how I get this value. And I'll stop at 290. And then I have the possibility to execute any kind of stuff that also is accepted by the console of the Nexuiz game engine. And in this case, I'll enable the show game time, which is a new variable that I introduced in order to always have this kind of value being shown to you while you play back demos. Okay, and I forgot to tell it where to save the final video to. Obviously, I have to do this. And I'll create this in my temp demo directory, and I'll call it, let's say, storm keep. I don't have to specify an ending because it's gonna take the one that the original file had, so that is either an awk container or the AVI container. So now I create a new job, and of course, if let's say I wanted to create a second job, this is kind of tedious if I have to click on create again and go through all my file structure again to get to the engine and to get to the parameters and put that in all the time is kind of a hassle. So you have two possibilities. Possibility one, right click the job, click on duplicate, and then edit the new job and just change the values. This is one way of doing it. The second way is to use templates. So now I could create a new template again, set everything up, and then select that template and create a new job from the template. But this takes a little while again. So if I already have an existing and working job, I just create a template from that job first. Then I edit my template. I don't know. So this is fine. And I click on save. And then I can select this template and create a new job from that template. And now all I have to do is to specify the demo file, which is gonna be, let's see, this one, I think. No, this one. And I have to specify a new output. This is just, let's call that bleach. I don't know what's happening in there. I just took a random demo. And I have to specify the start and end time. Let's say, I don't know, 20 and 25. Doesn't really matter. I click on create, and there's my second job. And now the beauty comes in the way that I just have to click on start processing and sit back and relax. Because what's going to happen now, it's going to start the Nexuiz engine, and before it does that, it actually creates a copy of your demo, a cutted demo, which is basically doing nothing else than fast forwarding to the start second that you specified, then setting the CL capture video variable to 1, And after that, it's just gonna record the stuff that you wanted it to record, and then set the recording to off again, and the engine will automatically close after that. So here we can see how it is actually recording the stuff. And in the corner down here, I can't show you because I don't have my mouse right now, but in the lower right corner you can actually see the game time. It's kind of small, but it's like 200. Yeah, it's over already. And now it's starting the second job, which should be on bleach. And it's starting at second 20. Keep that in mind. Now it's starting to record. And it's gonna stop at 25. Yeah. Now it tells me, okay, finished recording all jobs. So let's take a look if that's actually true. And seems to be correct, eh? So I have the Stormkeep AVI and I've got the Bleach AVI. If I play them back, you can see here, you can see the game time here, as I told you. This is the value that you will have to use when using the tool. Okay, and we can have a look at the Bleach file too. Keep in mind it should be going from second 20 to 25 because this is how we set up the job. Second 20 until 25. Looks good. So I just kept this HUD display in place so that you were able to see it. Now the tool has a few more small details. For example, it's actually gonna save all these entries here. So if I close the program and once I open it up again, all the stuff is still in place. It also has a few more options, like it's automatically scaling up properly. You can actually manually load and save jobs. For example, I can save the job queue, name it test queue, and then I can clear my jobs and I can load it again so that I have my, I can save my jobs. Let's say I prepare something and then I want to do something differently in between, and I just save my old job queue and restore it later. And what you can also do is to tell the table what kind of columns to show. I can put some more columns in if I wanted to. And I can also sort the demo, sort the table, ascending, descending. I can rearrange columns, and it will save that. So for example, if I put the exec before first, it will actually save this layout of the table. As you can see here, it is doing just the same thing. You can also auto-arrange these columns so that they actually have a same width, each of them. And the preferences file dialog, for example, isn't done yet. Neither is the help. So this is why I'm still showing you a demo instead of just putting the application up on a web server somewhere. About compatibility, it will work. It is a Java application, so it will work on all the operating systems that are supported by Nexuiz anyway, which is Windows, Linux, and Mac. And it will be working with any Nexuiz engine version down to Nexuiz 1.0 if you want to record demos with that one. It will also work with basically any demo itself. Doesn't matter if it's like a 2.0 demo or 2.5 or 2.52 or whatever, as long as the demo is just containing one map. If it has more than one maps in it, well, the start and end time you specify will only work for the very first map in that demo. So just to conclude, I will not give any support for this tool. If you want, you can post bugs to this forum thread, or you can, I don't know. Well, I will hope that I can actually upload the sources into the Nexuiz Subversion repository, so you can feel free, if you are already having access to it, to modify the source code or just modify your own version, your own copy, and do whatever you want with it. So I'll keep you posted when I get a final version running that also has the help functionality going. And See you then. Bye bye.